Thanks for joining me. If you're watching this live, Tuesday. If you're not, whatever day you're on. So I will admit, personally, it has been a fairly go kind of day. On a day like today, I can usually definitely tell when I'm starting to get like just a little bit stressed and kind of running. I feel a little bit of kind of like a tightness, not just starting to form in my chest. And my natural tendency is like right here, my trapezius muscles, my upper back and my neck area just starts to slightly tighten a little bit. And mainly just because, yeah, I kind of overscheduled a little bit today. And yet not in that I've been leaving purposeful pockets of like, 20, 30 minutes between certain things, just so that I can get home or wherever I am, pause, take a breath. And because I know where my stress tension areas are, I started out my day doing downward dog, cat, cow, certain poses to loosen up that area. And then in between them, when I've had a break, I've been trying to just take mindful sips of water and then just doing a lot of kind of this like upper spine rotation, just because I know that's where my trouble spot is. And also I've been trying to put on oils kind of in between different things. So I've been adding like an energy oil, and then I put something on my throat chakra, a different oil blend for that. So I've been trying to be cognizant and fitting those little things in. And yet I'm really glad that I'm going to take just a more strategic 10, 15 minutes right here just to slow down. And ironically, I'm really glad I actually have a scheduled therapy session via Zoom shortly after this. So that's going to be a well needed. So I hope that, I know everybody's probably super busy this summer. You got a lot going on. And just be thinking about how can you strategically fit in those mindful moments, whether it's child's pose in the morning or just fitting in a quick, 5-minute out to the mailbox, purposeful walk, or whatever that is. This week's challenge is kind of that mindful movement. So in this moment, in this space, if you haven't already, feel free to pause this video and you could do a brain dump. So if you just got a lot buzzing around up here, feel free to pause, do a brain dump, where again, there's a separate video in this membership program that just leads you through a brain dump. But if you just need to get your thoughts out of your head, do that. Otherwise, we're just going to go. I want you to start by finding a comfortable, relaxed, seated position. Maybe you find yourself in pretzel leg format on the floor. Me, I'm sitting in a kneeling position. Maybe you're listening to this standing, laying on your bed. Maybe you're even, I don't know, maybe you're doing a bike, a walk, whatever that is, but just get comfortable. I want you to try to bring your attention to your breath. Now, I do want you to find a breathing pace that is comfortable for you. So depending on where you're at in this journey, I don't always want you to get too hung up on how should my breath be? How long should I hold it in? Sometimes we can get too bogged down in those details. So my first cue would be just find a relaxed breathing pace for you. But I'll be honest, if that doesn't quite bring you to a relaxed breath and now you're just like breathing awkwardly because you don't know what to do, then you can follow my lead just in that one that I learned many, many years ago when I was working at Mayo, and it just kind of works for me when I'm just taking a mindful moment, is I want you to inhale through your nose like you're smelling the roses, and then I want you to exhale with a pursed lip, mouth, like you're blowing out birthday candles. So I want you to find that rhythm or your own personal rhythm. And let's just take a few breaths here. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Now you'll notice something that I do just to help me really anchor in my body, in the breath, is I often will put one hand kind of over my heart space or, over my chest. And then my other hand I have down here on my belly. So again, without getting too technical in this moment, I really just want you to like anchor and feel your breath. Is that I don't want you to focus on like, okay, am I doing chest breathing, belly breathing? Like, am I doing it quote unquote right? Your mind is going to want to go to, am I doing this right? I just want you to do it. I just want you to be in your body and practice doing it. And so by that, I just mean if you'd like, as we're practicing, slowing down our breath and just relaxing here, you can put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, and just feel where your breath is moving. Is it your chest that's moving? Is it your belly? There is no right or wrong, but I just want you to notice. So for this mindful moment, we're really anchoring into our breath. And I keep using that word anchor because what I want you to remember is that we're just trying to find that anchor, that tether, that piece that brings us back to this moment in this space. Because I want to acknowledge that again, especially whether you're new to mindfulness or you've been doing this for a long time, either way, depending on your day, your mind can go to your thoughts. Your mind can go to your to-do list, what just happened 5 minutes ago. Your mind can go to what you got to do later today. It can go to festering on a conversation that's bothering you. And I want to acknowledge that your mind will wander. Your mind is a known wanderer. It is what it does. Okay. And that's not wrong. It's just what the skill that we're practicing is I want you to just notice as we're anchoring to our breath. Notice when your mind wanders and gently and kindly just bring your focus back to your anchor, back to your breath. One other piece I want to add, and I promise I'll stop talking and I'll let you just focus on the breathing, is you'll notice something else that I do when I'm often practicing kind of a breathing based meditation is notice that I'm doing this rocking motion. Okay. So all of us, we have our own unique sensory system. Your sensory processing system is how you process information as it comes into your body. So your vision, your hearing, your sound, your sense of taste, all of that are your senses. But another one of your senses is this vestibular sense. And it's your ability to kind of notice, how is your body moving in space? Am I moving sideways? Am I moving back and forth? Some people's vestibular systems are really sensitive. So for example, some people get, sick in a car because their vestibular system gets really sensitive to that movement in the car, whereas other people's systems, vestibular system isn't as sensitive. And so I can sit in a car and I don't get sick because I don't notice that. But so another one of our senses is this vestibular system. And what I want you to do is we all maybe have different ways we have learned how to self-soothe or self-calm. And so as you're doing this breathing, if you're finding it hard to sit still, I want you to play around with either doing maybe like just a rocking kind of left to right, just what feels good for you, or doing kind of more of a forward backward motion. Just try it. And if you don't like it, so if you have more of a sensitive vestibular system, you might not like this. That rocking might be too much, and that's okay. But I do want to add that note of that's what I'm doing, and you can explore if you like that too. So now I'm going to, again, we're just working on this mindfulness moment together. I'm actually just going to pull up a timer. Actually, not a timer because I don't want to hear that beep, beep, beep at the end. I'm going to pull up a stopwatch. That way I can just check it. I'm hitting play and we're just going to anchor into our breath for 2 minutes together. Find a relaxed breathing pace. If you like, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And breathe with me for the next 2 minutes. Notice the sound of your breath Is it shallow? Is it deep? Notice where you feel your breath. Are you feeling it kind of in your chest, in your belly, both? And hey, if your mind wanders, just gently and kindly bring it back to the sound of your breath, the feeling of your breath. If you want to count your breaths, if that helps you focus, do that. For these final breaths here, I want you to imagine yourself inhaling calm or inhaling peace, whatever word resonates with you more. Calm usually resonates with me, at least in this moment. So I want you to imagine inhaling calm and exhaling what no longer serves you. And do at least 3 or 4 calm breaths at your pace, imagining an inhale of calm and an exhale, releasing what no longer serves you. Final breath. And again, if that mind has wandered, that is okay. Just notice it. And let's do this last breath together. Inhaling calm. Exhaling what no longer serves me. And I want you to end by just sending yourself some gratitude, some compassion for showing up in this moment, in this space together amid your busy schedule, your busy day. Remember, every mindful moment matters. Thanks for joining me. Have an awesome rest of your day.